Picture this, all right? It's the 2026 World Cup, and a highly anticipated semifinal clash is literally right around the corner. But to truly grasp the sheer magnitude of what's about to unfold on the pitch, we gotta look back first. Today, we're diving deep into an explainer of absolutely one of the greatest, most intense rivalries in world football, England versus Argentina. I mean, whenever these two nations meet, football gives us something completely unforgettable. We're talking pure drama, controversy, heroes, and villains.
To set the stage, let's transport ourselves back to the round of 16, Saint-Étienne, 1998. The score is locked at 2-2. England is fighting desperately for a place in the next round, and then, in just one singular second, the whole thing changes. A young David Beckham, lying on the ground, loses his temper and kicks out at Diego Simeone, and the referee doesn't hesitate for a moment. Red card. England is suddenly down to 10 men. The match agonizingly goes to penalties, and England is out. Millions of fans are left totally heartbroken. Even today, man, a lot of England supporters remember that painful night vividly.
So, let's look at part 1, a rivalry of ghosts, decades of drama.
Way back in 1966, England won 1-0 at Wembley, but Argentina? They never accepted the result. They felt they were treated totally unfairly when their captain, Antonio Ratin, refused to leave the pitch after being sent off. The anger from that exact day kind of ignited the whole rivalry. Then came Mexico in 1986, a match football fans are literally never going to forget. Diego Maradona shocked the world, first with the infamous, highly controversial Hand of God, and then just 4 minutes later with pure, unadulterated genius, scoring what a lot of people still call the goal of the century. Fast forward past that 1998 heartbreak we just talked about to 2002. England finally got a measure of revenge when Beckham scored from the penalty spot to win the game.
Moving on to part 2, the historical numbers. Now, looking at the historical head-to-head numbers, England clearly holds the advantage. On paper, they've actually got double the amount of wins, standing at 6 victories to Argentina's 3, with 5 matches ending in a draw.
And you know what? That advantage carries over to the scoreboard as well. Across all their historical meetings, England has racked up a total of 21 goals, compared to Argentina's 15. So yeah, if we're strictly analyzing the history on paper, the English side definitely looks to be the statistically stronger team here.
But hey, we all know football isn't played on paper, right? It's played under pressure. It's played in front of thousands of screaming fans, where a single split-second moment can change the trajectory of an entire tournament. And history shows us that when the pressure is at its absolute highest, Argentina somehow often finds a way to break English hearts.
Which brings us to part 3, road to the 2026 semifinal.
These two teams have had vastly different journeys to get here. England arrives full of confidence. I mean, they've won 4 of their last 5 matches, scoring 9 goals. But their defense has been a bit leaky, conceding 6 times. So their attack is incredibly dangerous, but they're definitely vulnerable at the back. Meanwhile, Argentina's journey, it's been grueling. Literally every match has felt like a final, demanding extra-time survivals and really hard-fought comebacks. Breaking down their key results, England showed massive resilience. They survived a chaotic 3-2 win against Mexico, even after playing with 10 men, and then beat Norway 2-1 after extra time. Argentina, on the flip side, had to overcome a 2-0 deficit against Egypt just to win that one, alongside super tense victories over Cape Verde and Switzerland. They've definitely conceded more goals than they'd like, but man, like true champions, they simply refuse to be eliminated.
All right, let's get into part 4, the tactical battle.
We are really looking at contrasting styles here. England, under Thomas Tuchel, wants to attack, and attack quickly. They use fast wingers, high pressing, just constant pressure. However, they've shown a noticeable weakness, with their right side looking particularly vulnerable. Argentina knows this, for sure. Their strategy is going to be heavily rooted in patience, possession, and just completely suffocating midfield control.
Actually, for Argentina, the entire game plan pretty much hinges on the midfield mission of Enzo Fernandez and Alexis McAllister. Their job is clear. Work relentlessly to disrupt England's rhythm, slow the pace of the game down to their liking, keep possession of the ball, and just wait for that one perfect surgical moment to launch an attack.
Next up, part 5, Clash of the Superstars.
6. That is how many goals Jude Bellingham has already scored in this World Cup for England. He has been the absolute engine for his team, fueled by boundless energy, remarkable leadership, and of course that unforgettable 93rd minute winner against Norway. Right now, England is heavily depending on him to carry them through.
And on the other side of the coin, 8. At 39 years old, Lionel Messi is still producing pure magic, leading the entire tournament with 8 goals. Honestly, it's a terrifying prospect for the English defense, because one single mistake, just one solitary second of lost concentration, and Messi will punish you.
And finally, part 6, the AI prediction.
Looking at the 90-minute probabilities, the model believes this match is going to be incredibly tight. It's almost a 3-way tie. England sits slightly ahead at 37%, Argentina is at 31%, and the probability of a draw after regular time is right smack in the middle at 32%. This data really proves just how evenly matched these two sides actually are. But when we zoom out to look at the overall percentages to actually qualify for the final, the margins remain razor thin. The AI gives England a 52% chance to advance compared to Argentina's 48%. I mean, it's basically a coin flip, but the model does give the absolutely slightest of edges to the 3 Lions. So why the slight edge? Well, the AI identifies one crucial tiebreaker: fatigue. This is the ultimate X factor. As we talked about, Argentina has already survived multiple grueling extra-time matches in this tournament. England, comparatively, has a much fresher bench. The model predicts that this disparity in physical exhaustion could be the absolute deciding factor when we get down to the final 30 minutes of the match.
So, bringing the whole shebang together, here is the final AI verdict. The data points to a 2-1 victory for England, utilizing late fresh legs to seal the deal, or a 1-1 draw. But hold on, there's a massive warning here. If this match goes to a penalty shootout, the prediction flips entirely. The presence of Emiliano Martinez in goal gives Argentina a massive psychological and statistical advantage if it comes down to spot kicks.
But, as we've learned today, history proves that football, and especially Lionel Messi, rarely follow the expected predictions. Argentina just loves proving people wrong. So I want to turn it over to you. Does England finally break the curse, or does Argentina continue their miraculous survival run? Tell me your exact score prediction in the comments below. Football is never played on paper, so what's your verdict? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.